Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. In lieu of the holiday season, I want to attempt to make a pie. I specifically want to try to make a lemon meringue pie. I once tried to make this and it failed miserably. The inside, the pudding, the curd. The what? What's in the middle? The filling. The pie filling was super runny. The lemon meringue didn't work. I didn't pre-bake the pie shell as you're supposed to do. I didn't even know you were supposed to do that. I didn't know that there was such a thing as blind baking a pie, and I will tell you what that is if you're in the same boat that I was and you don't know what that is. But today I want to attempt to make a lemon meringue pie. One of the first things that you need to have is a baked pie shell. So I just did a video where I actually did a homemade pie crust, and so I can have that available for you guys to see if you want. It's on my channel as well, but I made this pie crust. This is my homemade pie crust. It was my first time making this pie crust, so the edges are a little rough, but it ended up working out. So now I'm gonna do what's called a blind bake. So basically what I have to do, I have to bake this pie crust with nothing in it, basically no pie filling in it, and so that way when I put the lemon meringue into the pie, it's just basically to set up the filling. So right now I'm going to show you how to blind bake a pie crust. So poke your pie crust with your fork a couple times so that it allows for the heat to escape and it doesn't bubble up your pie crust. Fill the center with some tin foil. I actually don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but it's done now. So, and then fill the center of the pie with some dry beans. About 2/3 of the way full. Does that look like 2/3 to everybody? Look good? This goes into the oven at 375 for about 20 minutes. Okay, so next, as you're preparing all of your ingredients, it says that when you separate your eggs, because you're gonna use egg whites and your yolks separate, it says to separate them when the eggs are cold because they separate best when eggs are cold. However, for the meringue part, you want the egg whites to be at room temperature, so it suggests that you separate your eggs first so that your egg whites can be sitting at room temperature. A couple tips that I learned when separating the eggs is the egg whites are extremely temperamental. So they can't be exposed to any fats whatsoever. So you wanna make sure that you put them into a clean bowl. Fats like oils or butters, you wanna stay away from that. So they have to go into a clean bowl, and then you can't get any of the egg yolk into the egg whites. And so if you do that, then it definitely messes up your meringue. So no pressure while you try to separate your eggs. Good luck. You want to temper the eggs. So you don't want to put these egg yolks into a hot mixture because it'll basically just curdle your eggs. So you want to put some hot mixture into the eggs. So we're going to add about half of that warm mixture, and then we're going to add these into the cornstarch mixture. So I really hope that it is supposed to be this consistency, because if it's not supposed to be this way, then I'm in trouble. It says that it's supposed to bring this to a boil, but this is literally a gel, so I do not know if this is going to boil. We'll see. Okay, so I just finished putting the eggs in, and I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look like the picture. So I'm panicking because I don't know if I've done it right, if I've done it wrong, it doesn't look like I've curdled the eggs, so that's good, but it's a really thick mixture, and I don't know if it's supposed to be that thick. So I'm panicking. So I'm getting a little nervous because This is my meringue. And I feel like I have been standing here whipping this since I was born. It's been a long time. So it's supposed to form some stiff peaks, and I'm not getting any stiff peaks. So, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna keep trying. I do know that it takes a long time, but I'm really concerned. Again, I'm getting worried because it's just taking a really, really long time. So, hopefully we haven't messed this up. So I think we made it. I think it looks like it's supposed to. I decided to stop beating it because it says if you overbeat it, it'll turn grainy. And that's something that I would do. So I've stopped beating it. Here is the pie crust baked. It looks pretty good. Sides do not look great, but it doesn't look that bad. I'm hoping it's gonna taste good, and I'm about to put a pie into it. Here it is, all meringued up and ready to go. I'm gonna stick it in the oven, and hopefully it will look good. My peaks look like they're falling down a little bit. Here it is. Here is my lemon meringue pie. So the pie crust is so flaky, it's like falling off on the sides. But it looks good, smells good. Let's cut into it and let's see if it worked. Everybody, let's hope that it's not runny. It might be runny. It's not runny. It's set up. Oh, well, I left half the crust, but it's set up. Okay, so it's really good. It turned out really good. It's not runny. It's not ruined. The meringue set. Everything worked. The pie crust is very, very flaky, and it tastes really, really good, despite the ridiculous amount of flour that I used. So, learned lots of things this time, and I'm excited to try more pies. I'm excited to work with this pie crust a little bit more now that I feel like I've learned about it a little bit better. There were a couple issues that I had. As you can see, I was really surprised. Some things I was really worried weren't gonna turn out, and I was sweating. There was a couple instances where I was like, oh, okay, I don't know if this is gonna work. But it turned out, it's good. My family likes it, I like it. Thanks for learning with me. Oh, that sounds lame. Sounds so lame. How do I not sound lame?